Hi guys, it's me, Bianca Sunshine, and welcome back to the channel. On this channel, you guys are coming along with me on my debt-free journey. Last video, we paid off $1,000 of our credit card debt, and this week, hopefully Friday, we'll be paying off a little bit more. So I wanted to come on here and actually share with you guys what method I am employing to attack my debt. So before we get into that, if you guys are on a debt-free journey, if you guys are learning about finances, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so that we can work together and we can learn together. Let's get into the video now. All right, guys, so the first method that I want to talk about is called the snowball method. This method is often associated with Dave Ramsey, and no, we are not doing Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University for several reasons. One, it costs like $99 and I'm just not paying for that right now, okay? The second reason is that, to my understanding, up to a certain point, Dave does not recommend that you be contributing to your 401k or investing in your 401k up to a certain point. Eventually, yes, you do restart your contributions, but for me and the amount of debt that I am in, again, total debt that I am in, it's over 270K. My credit cards, again, we're focusing on that first, but the total amount of debt that I am in, and to my understanding, he says that you should not be contributing to your 401k until that debt is out. I do not know when all that 271 is going to be paid off. I'm hoping to pay off my credit card debt by, September, but who knows when those student loans are going to be paid off. And I am not willing to not contribute to my 401k for years, if it takes years. So no, we are not doing, Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace, but he has really good foundations that have inspired me. So we'll give credit where credit is due. But the first method is called the Debt Snowball. And basically what this method consists of is listing your debt from smallest to largest, only looking at the balances, not considering interest rate, not considering minimal payment, just your balances, listing them out from smallest to largest, and you're attacking that small balance first. So what that looks like is if you have a $50 credit card, okay, and you have a $100 credit card, you're gonna be working on paying that $50 credit card first. You're gonna take the minimum payment, let's say the minimum payment is $15, and let's say you have an additional $15 to put towards it a month. So you'll take $30 and put towards that $50, every month until it's paid off. And then you'll take that $30 and attack the $100 credit card along with the minimum payment, okay? We can write that out so that it's more understandable for you in this video, and I'll try and put the timestamps down below. But that is essentially what you're doing with the snowball. The snowball has wonderful psychological benefits. So to me, paying off debt is not linear, and doing anything where you need to establish a new habit, it's not linear. It's just like establishing a workout routine, establishing a morning routine. You do it so well for, the first week or whatever, and then things get derailed. And that's the same thing with debt. I feel like with paying off debt, a lot of people have probably, fully failed, partially failed, have attempted so many times. And, with the debt snowball, you're getting these quick psychological, dopamine rushes of, wow, I just paid that off. That feels great. So that's the benefit to the debt snowball. The other method that is widely used is something called the avalanche. So the avalanche is not looking at your balances, but it is looking at your interest rates. So you list your debts from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate, and you attack your debt that way. With that, the benefits of that is it's slower, but you do save money in the long term, and you tend to pay off your debt a little bit faster that way. That's what the research has said. The third method that I came across, which I don't think it has the name, but it lists your debt from highest minimum payment to lowest minimum payment, and that is how you attack that debt. The benefit I can see from that is you have a lot of freed up cash. So if you have a card that has a minimum payment of like $300, if you pay that balance off first, that $300 a month is now very, very useful. So I came across these three methods when I was actually looking realistically, how long will it take me to pay off my debt? And I found a calculator which you can actually switch between the methods. You can look at the Snowball version, you can look at the Avalanche, you can look at paying the highest minimum first. So I will put that down in the description box, the website that I use. It's 100% free. You just put in your information and it generates a nice spreadsheet for you, which I am using today. All right, so what method am I using? So when I first started paying off my debt, I was using the Snowball method, and it really, really worked for me. I had a lot of cards that I had a small balance on. So what I consider small is something less than 500. So I was paying those off first. Currently though, I am using the Avalanche, and I'll tell you guys why I switched. So after I paid off all my lower balance cards and I started working on some of my higher balance cards that are over $1,000, $2,000, $6,000, one of my loans actually updates the interest daily. So most credit cards, they do charge you interest daily, but you don't see that interest until the next billing cycle. When I was really being vigilant and checking my card balances, checking my personal loan balances regularly, I had checked on like a Thursday, and then I checked on a Friday, this one personal loan, and I thought something was off. I was like, oh, did the balance go up a little bit? And I kind of brushed it off, and then I rechecked it again on Monday, and I had noticed that it had went up like $8. So I was seeing the interest being applied to that loan in real time. Like every day they were updating that card, and I was like, that's like, $8, $10. Like, we can't be having that. So I switched to the Avalanche method, and that is what I am currently using to pay off my debt. So what is the best method? I am not a financial advisor, but in my unprofessional opinion, I think that the best method is going to be the method that gets the job done. So whether you need those quick psychological wins and then you switch, over to the Avalanche because that makes more sense for you, then good for you. Whether you start with the Avalanche and it works, good for you. Whether you stick with the Snowball and it works, awesome, good for you. The best method is going to be something that you can stick to and something that is going to get you where you need to go. People can debate this all day, every day, but debt and finance, it's a personal decision, and I strongly believe that there is no right or wrong way to go about paying off debt. It's just about starting and being diligent and making those payments and getting yourself out of debt. So if you guys want to continue along with me on my debt-free journey, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I would be really interested if you put into the comments what method you are using and why. Just please be respectful. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. All right, so as promised, I wanted to show you guys how the Debt Snowball works with a little mock example. So we're gonna say that we have an Amex card, we have a Capital One, and we have a personal loan. We need to know what our balance is for each of these. We'll say that our Amex is $150. our Capital One is $300, and our personal loan is $500. The other information that we need is our minimum payment. So we'll say our minimum payment for our Amex is $15. Our minimum payment for our Credit One or our Capital One is $50. And our minimum payment for our personal loan is $100. Once we've done that, we need to figure out how much a month can we realistically contribute to attacking these debts. Let's say we've done our budget and we decided that we have $100 extra a month to attack these 3 debts. So what we're first going to do is we're going to take that $100 and apply it here. So we're going to be paying $115 to our Amex until that is paid off. Once that is paid off, this amount comes down here. And now we are going to be paying a total of $165. We'll be paying the $165 on our Capital One until that is completely paid off. Once that is completely paid off, this $165 then comes down here. And now we are paying $265 on our personal loan until that is paid off. That is how the debt snowball works. You can also use this method with taking your minimum payment and your extra money to attack your debt using the avalanche. You would just list your debts from highest percent APR to lowest, and you would attack the highest one first. But this is an example of the snowball and how you should cycle your extra money and using the minimum payments on each card to pay it off completely. As always, big shout out to my daughter Frankie for helping me edit this video. She is my #1 supporter, and without her, we would not be able to do this.